Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing amazing as always, and it is me, Joe, as always, and today I want to talk about a franchise, a horror franchise that has a really wild person behind it, its creator basically. So the franchise that I want to talk about today is called Jeepers Creepers, and this is hands down one of my most favorite horror franchises. I really do like the movies. I really do like the main antagonist. I really do like the creeper. It's just a really, really cool movie franchise. The movies are basically about this, weird looking guy called the Creeper. He's not really an alien, but it's this weird big guy that has like rides this truck. He has like a lot of gadgets inside of it, and he's pretty cool looking. He can transform and all that. It's just a really cool overall, a really cool looking character. And, I really do like the movies. The first movie came out like more than 20 years ago. Then like 2-3 years later, it got a sequel, Jeepers Creepers 2. Then in 2016 or 17, we got Jeepers Creepers 3. And then in 2018 or 19, we got Jeepers Creepers 4, which is actually, no, that was in 2020, was it in 20, that was in 2023 even, maybe, I don't know, but we got Jeepers Creepers 4, aka Jeepers Creepers Reborn, which actually wasn't made by the creator of the franchise. Basically, my favorite movie in this franchise is definitely, it has to be the second one. With like some high schoolers, basically they need to go somewhere and their bus basically breaks down in the middle of nowhere, and the creeper is lurking there. Again, it's just a really cool concept and I really do dig it. I really do like this franchise and I think it's really cool overall, but its creator is a really wild person. The creator that I'm talking about is Victor Salva. He is the creator of the Jeepers Creepers, and he personally directed the first 3 movies, right? And, I gotta say that, again, I think he did a great job when it comes to the first 2 movies. The third movie is pretty bad, but, it's still okay. But the first 2 movies are really good, and again, the second one is my favorite, hands down. So, the things he done are really wild. Basically, when he made his first movie, and on the set of that first movie, he basically forced, that was like in the late 80s, I think, it was like 88, 89, he basically forced a young boy to perform an oral sex on him, and he was convicted. And it's, just this can pretty much tell you what kind of person he probably is, And that's pretty disgusting, to be honest, right? So the thing is that even though I love these movies, and I really do like the first one and the second one, and the Creeper is just such a cool character, when I'm watching these movies, I can sort of separate the art from the artist, which is something that a lot of people are talking about, how, it is important to, always separate the art from the artist, but the thing is that here, I just can't stop thinking about it, because it's the director, the guy who, makes all the decisions, he's the one behind it, right? And, again, it's pretty disgusting. They also found some CP on his computer, I think. Just some wild, disgusting stuff. So, when watching these movies, I'm always I sometimes just feel disgusted, that I enjoy these movies. And again, as much as I tried, to separate the art from the artist, because I genuinely think that the first 2 movies are pretty darn good, I just sometimes just can't, separate those things, right? Even though I, totally know that, there's a lot of talent that was involved both, behind and in front of camera, right? So many, talented people that are great, worked on the first 2 movies and on all these movies, right? But yeah, it's just a little weird. and I just don't really know how to feel about it because again the first two movies are really great. I highly recommend watching them, but at the same time it's like the guy who made those movies is, you know, a vile and bad and awful person, you know, that did something incredibly awful and disgusting, you know. And so yeah, it's kind of weird, and I wanted to talk about it because I just don't know how to really feel about it, you know, because again, I really do enjoy the first two movies, and I think the atmosphere, the soundtrack, the design of the creature, everything about the creeper is just really cool, you know. But whenever I watch these movies, I'm sort of immediately reminded of this guy that made those movies, right? Now, they did made the fourth movie called Jeepers Creepers Reborn, like, again, like last year, 2022, I don't know, but they made this fourth movie, but the movie is, you know, again, without the involvement of Victor Salva. However, the fourth movie is pretty awful. It's, like, easily the worst one, and it is almost unwatchable. It is just awful and bad and like a really, really bad movie. There's like some awful CGI stuff in there. The people that made it, they, you know, don't understand how the creeper works. Again, the fourth movie is pretty awful. Again, however, though, the first two movies are genuinely really good, right? So again, I sort of feel conflicted about this because I always try, you know, to sort of separate the art from the artist because, again, I know that Victor Salva wasn't the only person, you know, making these movies, right? But again, it's kind of hard. So, yeah, guys, I wanted to talk about Jeepers Creepers, a franchise that has a really wild and disgusting creator, but again, some amazing movies. It's weird. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care and bye.